NXT February 11th, where chaos ensued with the new arrival of the former AEW man, Ricky Starks, the man that only just left AEW really a couple of days ago, showing up in NXT. But we'll get to that in a minute because that was later on the show. Let's jump in and let's talk about this show. It starts off with the Cora Jade versus Bayley match where there's a lot of cool moments in this match. Really, I expected Bayley to win this, if I'm honest. You know, even though she beat obviously Lyra Valkyria on Raw, it feels like Raw and SmackDown have similar sort of storylines, but NXT is like a different world. It's like a different universe. So I expected Bayley to win this heading into the Triple Threat at Vengeance Day. I was wrong. Roxanne Perez comes out dressed as role model Bayley, the old school Bayley with the tassels, the headband, all that stuff, comes out even to the theme music as well, which the crowd, I think so many of these NXT fans don't really remember NXT back in the day, because as soon as I heard it, I went, holy SH1T. These fans went, what's that? What's going on? Like, guys, this isn't Def Rebel. You actually know the music, surely, right? Comes out, everyone's just confused. Bayley obviously knew the music. Bayley obviously then gets distracted by Roxanne Perez, attacks her, rolls back in, and obviously Cora finishes off due to the distraction. So Cora also then gets added into Vengeance Day title match. It will become a now fatal four-way for the women's title, which obviously Roxanne Perez was annoyed about. Ava was like, well, why did you go down and get involved then? Simple as that. Obafemi promo up next, coming out, basically saying, like, I'm going to kick their ass, I'm going to do this, that, and the other, as you would expect from a normal, bog standard promo. It wasn't anything mental. The beauty of this, though, A-Town Under comes down, Theory's gassing up Grayson Waller. He's like, this is Grayson Waller. Yeah, he's this, he's that, right? Gassing him up. He's like, he's going to be the man that's going to help me win the NXT title. And Grayson Waller's like, huh? What? He's like, well, this is Austin Theory, gassing Austin Theory up, and obviously finishes off with, he's gonna be the man that helps me win the NXT title. Which Obafemi's like, hang on, let me get this straight. You're both gonna win the title? Then Theory and Waller goes back and forth and saying, nothing's gonna stop me winning the title. Nothing's stop me winning the title. You know, blah, 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 blah. Pushing and shoving. Waller goes to hit Theory. Theory ducks, hits Obafemi. They're both then basically beat down Obafemi and lay him out. So teasing that breakup still, but at the same time, not really, if you get what I'm saying. You then have a triple threat tag match between Hank and Tank, the new corner catch crew, and Briggs and Inamura, which, by the way, this was bloody mental, this match. This was absolutely mental. You know, it was just, you have a hot tag, you have a hot tag, you have a hot tag, and guess what? You could have one as well. And it was just that. It was big spots, hot tags, and intensity. That's what this match was really all about. There was no real structure to the match, which I don't always mind in tag matches. It doesn't have to follow the same thing of like, good guy starts off strong, bad guys get the guy down, beat him down for ages, hot tag, finish. Sometimes it's nice just to have a little bit of chaos, and NXT is the brand to have that chaos, which it was won by Josh Briggs and Inamura, which, by the way, Inamura, I really like the guy. High spots, high flying moves, intense. I love it all. I love it all. Which they win. Fraxium then granting that tag team title match at Vengeance Day, and that should be a flat out banger. I'm not sure I see them winning it though, but we shall see. You then have a Heritage Cup match between Lexus King, the champion, and JDC, or Fandango as you might know him, which it's so funny, like, even though he comes out as the JDC system theme song, it's like most of the crowd just didn't know who this guy was. I don't know. The crowd, for me, was not in. It was not it tonight. That night, sorry, or last night. I didn't really, they weren't really, I don't know, there was just no energy from them, which is weird, because that tag match was a banger. You have old school Bayley turning up through Roxanne Perez. You then have a Heritage Cup match, which JDC sets off strong, loads of loud chops. Like, you could hear it a mile away because, again, the crowd weren't really making any noise. Lexus, as the heel does, takes over. He does the wiping of the face. Obviously, with the Tau and Heritage Cup, there's normally more than one fall, which they got rid of. So it was a little sort of ode back to that, which commercial break with JDC being in control. Obviously, afterwards, as you expect, Lexus is now the man in control of this match. Half Boston Crabs, JDC Harris moves and missing it. He hits the top leg drop though. Top rope leg drop. There we go. Got there in the end for a 2 count. Lexus kicks out, hits him off a coronation off the top rope for the 3. Solid match. It didn't run on too long, which was quite nice, but a solid match. Good to talk back. Good to look back to like other weeks where there has been obviously more than one fall, and obviously they've changed that. But yeah, good match overall. Nothing mental. Then you have Zarya versus Nikita Lyons, which was set up due to a backstage altercation earlier on in the show. Quick match, if I'm honest, which was good. Quick match with Zarya winning through a spear and F5. Not much to say on this one, to be honest. You then have a quite passionate and intense promo from Trick Williams. No hype, no smiling, just anger, saying that, hey, you want that strap match, Eddie Thorpe, you can have it, which, good. I like it. Quick and aggressive promo. Don't run on. And then after they sort of do all the graphics for Vengeance Day, they say, this person's versus this person for this title, blah, blah, blah. Ricky Starks comes out of nowhere. There's no music. He comes in from the top of the crowd down the steps, and he says, and he's literally on the mic saying, "This feels right," and everyone's like, "What feels right? Who's that?" You know. And he comes in, and the crowd are like, "Oh, hang on, oh, no, we know you." They again weren't as hyped for it as I would have been. I admit Ricky Starks. I like Ricky Starks. Obviously, it's surprising what's happened at AEW, but it's like the worst kept secret. He was always going to go to WWE. I didn't expect it to be as quick as it was, you know. So he's come in and he's said, you know, if NXT is the future, then you need a superstar for that future. I'm going to turn this place, you know, upside down. I'm the hottest free agent, and you know, and he calls himself the Revolution. I'm looking forward to what they do with Ricky. Who is he going to feud with? Are they going to go maybe a Trick Williams route, where he feuds with Williams, he beats Williams maybe, because I think Williams is off to the main roster real soon. Have Williams beat Eddie Thorpe, have him then feud with Ricky, get Ricky over him. And off he goes. I mean, you're not going to enter Ricky into the North American title scene. You'll see why in a minute, but you know, you might have then Obafemi freed up, which I probably would keep him away a little bit. I don't think he should be in that title picture soon, but you know, could he be in the Tony Angelo title scene soon? We'll see about that. If not, you know what I mean? So we'll sort of see. But yeah, great to see Ricky Starks. And then you have the North American title steel cage match between Ridge Holland and Tony D'Angelo. Good match. No one really had the upper hand for a little while until Tony does. Loads of hard strikes, suplexes, 2 counts, all that stuff. Ridge, I think, really then dominates the match for the most part then onwards. And there's a spot where the crowbar is in the ring. They're both jostling over it. Ridge wins it. Hits him, I think, 3 times. Hits him over the back of the head with it as well for a close 2 fall. Tony obviously fights back, as you expect. Gets the crowbar, hits him a couple of times, hits him with a spine buster for the 3 count. So Tony is still your North American title holder. After the match, though, Sean Spears and his goons, as they're called, turn up. They beat down the outside bits, the outside players. They then start to get in the ring. And Izzy Dame turns on Tony D'Angelo with the crowbar, hits him in the back of the knee, and obviously then Tony gets beat down by the rest of them. So we'll see how that storyline continues, but a great show, and obviously a new superstar in Ricky Starks turning up, perfect for the NXT brand. Obviously, I think the Tony D'Angelo match was solid. The triple tag team match was the match of the night by an absolute country mile. I enjoyed NXT. It was fun again, and I enjoyed it. You know, I think if you are going to watch it, this is definitely a show that you won't mind watching. There's title matches. There's 2 of them on the show, which obviously it's always nice to see. You have old school Fandango on the show. You have old school Bailey through Roxanne Perez. You know, you have obviously Ricky turning up. So yeah, let me know your thoughts down below, and I'll see you all soon. Peace.